Welcome into another edition of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Tony Sapita. I'm joined again by my co-host Nick Barr. How are we doing, Nick? How are we doing?
Hey man, well, at least we didn't get swept. Okay, yeah. So those losers that said we would are still wrong, and I'm going to focus on that.
Yep.
Tony, you and I were at the game yesterday. Obviously, Bulls lost 119-95. Thought the fans, I thought we did our thing. We brought the heat. Like it felt like a playoff game during intros. We were booing Grayson Allen. We'll talk about how that works in a little bit. Didn't work very well. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I mean, it just, unfortunately, it seemed like it fueled them to be better. Bobby Portis was feeding off of it. I mean, what are you going to do, man? It's a simple game when you're missing shots and the other team is making shots, regardless of who's playing at home and who isn't. That's what it is, man. It's black and white.
Yeah, it truly is.
It's up and up. It's up and up, man. We got plenty to get into. We got to rip on the Bulls a little bit, but we'll look ahead and appreciate the season after that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's tough. I was also, so yeah, like Nick said, we were there on Sunday. I also went Friday. So it was tough. Anyone that went to both games, we saw the Bulls lose by a combined 54 points over two games within 3 days. Hopefully you're not also a Sox fan like me out there, because then your teams are 1-8, I believe it is 1-8 since Tuesday. Just bad scene out there for the boys. I'm sure the Bears will take care of business in the draft coming up. So
for sure.
Kind of just, going off incredible performances. Nick, just give us a little recap. How did we do? I guess I don't even know how to ask.
Yeah,
question with a straight face.
So Tony, we'll get down to the real numbers. So obviously it was bad. Okay, we all know that. We shot 39% from the field. Not going to cut it in the NBA. 25% from three. Also not going to cut it in the NBA. Now, something that jumped out to me was that we actually won the turnover battle. We only had 11 turnovers, which isn't bad at all. I mean, you took care of the ball pretty well. I mean, that's pending forced turnovers, other things like that. So they took care of the ball, just simply did not make shots. I saw like a quote from Billy Donovan about the game, and he had pointed out the Bulls generated 19 corner threes, which is like an insane number if you think about it. And when he's saying that, I think he's referring to like open corner threes as well, where you drive and kick into the open guy. And the Bulls only hit 5 of those 19. Now the Bucks generated 5 of those, what we would call corner threes, and they hit 4 of 5. They were just more efficient. I think so like I said, we shot 25% from three, which is terrible, but they shot 51% from three, which is like more than good.
Yeah.
So that breaks down the game. I mean, we could end the show right now. That's it. But
yeah.
Obviously other things happened. Caruso went down with a facial injury. That was just like piled on, just like the bleeding continues, and that's our guy. He really gets the crowd going. Obviously DeMar and Levine do too, and they're just like on an unreal run and hitting these unbelievable contested shots. But Caruso, just with his general presence, gives a lot of energy to the fans, and I think the team overall. And Lonzo's a guy like that too. I mean, because he's just like not only the point guard on offense, but he's the point guard on defense. He's the communicator. He's the guy sparking our fast breaks, all that. So that was a big loss, taking him down. And then it looks like his status is unknown for Game 5. Tony, we talked about this. We don't really know how. We should probably look into this, like how concussion protocol works in the NBA, because I'm assuming if he is in concussion protocol, so I'm assuming, like, I feel like he would have to be out, So I don't know why his status is unknown, but
it's weird because it's like, because it is like the long break, because we get the 2 days off.
Right.
But yeah, all of my concussion knowledge, protocol knowledge comes from the NFL, which it always feels like, it's like 5 days almost. Maybe I'm confusing that with COVID protocol. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
tough journalist right here. NBA
it's
analyst.
Tough one, man.
So he might play. I would guess that. Okay, let's make a prediction. I would guess he isn't going to play, which is going to suck.
Yeah,
I think that'll affect us more than the Bucks missing Middleton, which was insanity. But
yeah,
I think he won't play. That's my official prediction.
I would agree with you. I think that's the safe bet. And obviously bench speaking of a bench guy, I mean, our benches have just been quite the opposite. Bucks are contributing pretty well. They have a solid bench all season, and ours is probably a little underperforming for average, and it's showing for sure. Now, Grayson Allen, like I said, he absolutely killed us. Everyone that's watching this knows that. You and I know that. We booed him. It fueled him. Props to him, I guess, for just like being able to do that, but still fuck him. He was 10 for 12 from the field, which is insane. 6 for 7 from 3. So he was shooting unconscious out of his mind, 27 points. But it really felt like, Tony, I'm trying to think of, like, I mean, we were at the game, clearly watching every play, but it just, there wasn't a whole lot of variance here. Like, nobody really looked good on the Bulls. Giannis just got his way. He didn't look like incredible, but it was more like he was just getting everything that he wanted. It felt like every play he would just bully his way down and either get fouled and shoot or kick it out to Drew Holiday or Grayson Allen, and they would knock down a shot. And it was just clockwork. Drew added 26 points, and he was like 5 for 8, so he was super consistent too from 3. So it was so gut wrenching. Like those threes. I mean, we all know it when you're at a basketball game and you're rooting for the home team like you should, and then that guy just pulls out the old 3 dagger right in your face, and it's just. It's brutal.
I hate that. So I had to look this up too. So I haven't done an episode since before game 3. So I had that's not true. That is true. Before game 3. Yes. We recap. Yes, it was before. Okay. Thank you everyone for probably helping us out there at home. So Grayson Allen also on Friday was 8 for 12 from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. Like, was this just the weekend of Grayson Allen? This is the greatest weekend of his life, potentially.
Yeah, it's
definitely the worst of mine. That's for sure. But
yeah, this sucked.
I mean, is he a Supermax player now? Like,
right? No, seriously,
that's incredible.
I mean,
that's much better than Middleton, I think, has ever shot on a weekend, especially in the playoffs. The Bucks are now 21-4, 22-4 now without Middleton since 2018. I believe is
yeah. I think that's right. They were 21-4, and then was this the only game that they haven't had? Yeah, 22-4. 22-4 without their second best player, who's also an all-star. Makes you think, huh?
Yeah,
makes you think.
All I'm saying is trade Chris Middleton.
Yes. Sure. Well, I mean,
actually, maybe don't keep Chris Middleton. Actually,
just keep him. Just keep him. Yeah, keep him. Make sure he stays healthy. Make sure he's getting stretched out before every game.
Yes.
For your sake, at least for us, just keep him and let him get injured, I guess. Wait, yes. No, they want him to get injured.
They want him to be out.
We want him to be nice and limber and just feeling fantastic.
Just the healthiest boy in the world. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Got it.
So I'll let you finish up. I apologize for.
No, I really don't have much else, man. I feel like I have such a sad tone in my voice, so I'm trying to get better with that. It's affecting me, man. These losses, especially just like you said, the back-to-back. And what was it? 54-point deficit total of just like 2 home games and home games that you haven't had in 5 years, being that they're the playoffs. And that actually leads me to, so in the last 6 home games, Tony, the Bulls are now minus 132 at the Madhouse on Madison, which is just, it's sad. And that didn't help me. That didn't help me at all. I wish I didn't say it because I just got more sad. But listen, not a whole lot of good. Like I don't really have anything else. Not a whole lot of good came out of that. I guess you could refer to the nice game that Patrick Williams had. 20 points, 7 for 13 from the field. He looked good. I mean, he looks like a deer in headlights at times. So Bulls fans don't kill me for saying that, but sometimes it's just like I don't know, just like leaving his feet when he shouldn't, kind of does the Kobe White thing. Maybe that's just a young player, tendency. I don't know, but just like leaving your feet and not really having a plan sometimes. But I think just like knowing that he can have these bursts though is good. He played 17 games this year. That's like pretty small sample size. I think we can say he got progressively better. So, hey, at least we can take away that 2 thumbs up on Patrick Williams. Let's keep him. But we've got to do some other things with the roster. And that's it. That's it.
I think that was possibly the perfect analysis there at the end. Apologies for looking down at my phone, everyone. There's an animal running around. I'm property manager. There's an animal running around inside of an office building right now. It's just been a good weekend for the boy over here.
Yeah,
the Bulls killing it and everything.
You're rolling right into this week.
Phone just blowing out. Yeah, the Sox may never win again. The Bulls may never win again. So speaking of never winning again, what are updated predictions? Nick, are you updating your predictions? I know I am for the rest of the series.
I would like to, but out of integrity, I feel like at this point I gotta have some balls, dude. I've changed it multiple times now in the Bulls' favor, which nice by me, I might add. But at this point, I would just feel like a fake analyst, really, which I'm definitely not. Very real. Definitely went to school for this. So I'm gonna act like it, and I'm gonna stick with my Bulls in 7 prediction. Like it feels like everything we're saying is kind of just with a negative tone, and it is just because we're losing a series, and that sucks. But again, for everyone that's like kind of overreacting, we're kind of right where we were supposed to be. I would argue that, especially if you look at some of the big Jays, what they were saying. I mean, we weren't even supposed to make the playoffs, so you still have to look at this season like, okay, this was solid. I think solid is the right word to use. I don't think you can get any cuter than that, because then I'd be like, no. We got embarrassed at home for the last 6 games. I think that holds a little weight. I mean, I might be a salty fan for saying that, but that holds a little weight to me. But other than that, dude, we got next year. We got DeMar for a little bit. I think we need to learn how to put some better pieces around him. But at this point, this was a solid season. I'm going to stamp it with the solid, like the red ink that says sold, but it says solid instead.
Like the wax stamp. Yeah,
like that. So that's it. Bulls in 7, just because I have integrity, and you can take with that what you want.
Well, I'm proud of your integrity. I would like to stick with Bulls in 6. However, that is some people are saying mathematically and statistically impossible. So I will.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, man.
So I want to be a man of integrity, but I do have to change it. I will be switching, obviously, to Bulls in 7, which is the only natural outcome of this series. I think everyone agrees. So, first of all, Bulls in 7 now. That's the new mantra.
Bulls in 7, dude. Bulls in 7.
Exactly. We don't respect Bucks in 6 or Bulls in 7, I guess, either now. So Bulls in 7, that's 1. 2, I agree with Nick that, it was a good season. It was fun until the All-Star break.
Solid. It was solid.
It was solid. It was the official stamp has been put down by both of us.
Solid.
The candle, with the wax, it's like a blank wax circle, and you push it together with the thing. Solid.
I would say fun too. It was fun. We're not having fun right now, but look at it over the whole almost.
I had fun last Sunday. Game 2 was fun,
Yeah, true.
It gave us a taste, which is nice. And that's what, if I'm going to keep bringing it back to The Last Dance, and again, this is almost an entirely different situation in almost all regards.
Every way possible, yeah.
However, maybe this is our first, what was that, 89, our first Pistons year, next year. I'd like to think we'll beat them, but maybe it's that, one more would take them to Game 7, and DeMar's just working out all off season. It might be his last year at that point, but he's working out all off season, just getting stronger, ready to come back just to beat Giannis, taking it Giannis and Grayson, maybe, I guess, who's their second best player now. Then we win the title.
That's in the near future.
So that's you're welcome, everyone. Place your bets accordingly. I just told you what's going to happen.
Yes.
So Nick, you got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. Just for the folks that made it through this way, we appreciate you very much. So, and also be on the lookout, man, because if you're watching this, hopefully you'll watch us talk about some more shit with the Bulls, and presumably, Bulls in 7. So we'll have a video for you before this playoff season is over, because we're gonna win, obviously. Now predictions, we might have to start, getting a little bit more realistic when we get to the next round, but probably not. Regardless, be on the look. We're probably going to have some videos about the Levine contract situation. I know that's like the hot debate on Twitter, which actually, just thinking about Bulls Twitter right now and how it's all about just like how bad we were and just yesterday, and then Friday kind of adds to it. So like the narrative is just so down. And then also we have people just fighting about, should we give Levine the Supermax or not? It would be funny to just try to start just Bulls in 7 and just completely, everyone's gonna be like, what the I mean, I guess we still do have a series going on, and I guess that is statistically possible. Yeah, no one's acting like it. I mean, it technically could happen. Okay. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, if the 2016 Cavs could do it to the Warriors, that what was it, 70?
Yeah, this ain't no Warriors.
3-9 Warriors team. Sorry, that took me one moment to figure out there. I think what have we had, 42 and whatever Bulls can do that to the whatever the Bucks were. So I think statistically, we're gonna win the series. Bulls in 7.
Bulls in 7, dude.
You're welcome.
I'm still seeing it.
Everyone for that. So with that, that'll definitely do it for this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Tony Spina. Thank you again to my co-host and my partner in potentially crime for lying to you guys so much. Nick Barr, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Till next time, Bulls fans, I guess.
Lock me up.
Keep seeing red, see you in the off season.